Just thought I'd talk to you guys on this little small road trip. Driving about 5 hours from where I live at, going up to Galveston, Texas, and going to. I told you guys yesterday. Got a surprise for you guys. We're gonna go on a cruise. So we're going down here to the port, and we're going on a little small vacation for about 6, 7 days. If you notice this year, I've been on a couple of vacations. Where we go, babe? Was it? Well, me and a buddy of mine, we went to Brazil. Then we went to the family. No. Me and you went to Jamaica, and then the family we went to Dominican Republic, right? No, Cancun was last year. Yeah, but this year alone. So we're taking a small vacation, a couple of us, and I'm gonna tell you how important vacations are to me. They're kind of like that reward for hard work, right? I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people you follow, either it be in your real life or in social media. You see that they take vacations. They may show you some pictures. They may bring you some content. And I think you should take that as motivation, right? Motivation is that spark that everybody needs to kind of get going, right? You need that motivation to get going. But the only way for you to essentially have freedom, let's not even talk about success. Let's talk about freedom of doing what the hell you want to do. You have to be disciplined. I thought about this. I really thought about that. Initially, we need to be motivated. We need to have drive, right? We need something that we're working for. Then sometimes things become very routine, very mundane, very boring, right? This is your life in general. You get up, make you some coffee, make you some tea, make you some breakfast, go to work or buy it at work, whatever, right? But you're in this constant routine, the monotony, day in and day out. And it really doesn't matter if you work for an organization or you work for yourself. There comes a time where you may even love what you do, but you just get tired. But what drives you, right? You have no more drive. You have no more motivation. You have built up anxiety, right? That's where sometimes I'm at. But I realize I get up every day and I do what I do the things that I am disciplined to do, that I make myself do based upon discipline. See, consistency. When I talk to you guys about different stocks, different investments, working on your debt, increasing your emergency fund with your savings, it may seem mundane. It's not very exciting. But having that discipline gives you the freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. I spoke to some people today, and they told me they never have taken a vacation. They've only been to their home country. They've never really taken a vacation. When I told them all the countries and all the different islands I've been through, it blew their mind. I said, well, I work hard, right? I put in the work, and I'm disciplined about that work so I can have freedom later on. How many people you know take anywhere from 2 to 4 vacations a week or more every year? Now, I'm pretty sure you know some people who do that, but I really want you to grasp the concept of that freedom, and that it does not come free. See, freedom doesn't come free. We either be socially, economically, right? Freedom who sacrifice their lives, right? There are sometimes that in order for people to start businesses, they have to get up that economic savings or economic, how can I say this? Nest egg, their emergency fund. I know people who went in and had $15,000, $20,000 in their emergency fund, and they wanted to own and operate their own business. So they took that money out their emergency fund. They took that money out of their 401k, and they took a chance. And a lot of those people are very, very profitable. Now, of course, everybody that does this particular method may not come out on top. Your business may not pan out. We're talking about what? I think there's some crazy number like only 50% of small businesses go past 5 years, right? But they took a chance on themselves. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm hearing all these people oh, I'm starting a business, or I started a business. And then you see that they flame out, they burn out, right? Because they don't have discipline. See, there's some things that you guys do each and every day without anyone telling you to do it, because you like to do it, or you're in some sort of routine, or you are disciplined to do it. I'm gonna tell you this, I know everybody that looks like you and I are telling you go out there, you can start your own business, and you need to have side hustles and this, that, and the other. I'm a realist. I know people do not have a knack to start their own business. They just don't have it. What's going on, Alaska Skies? They just don't have that knack to start their own business. It's not in everybody to be their own boss. But see, the problem is in our culture, we trump everybody up like, yeah, man, you know, I'm a boss, I'm an entrepreneur, I own my own business. Yeah, man, that's cool, but it's not for everybody. Some people are just meant to be employees, and that's perfectly fine. It's about those things that you do on the side, and I'm not really talking about side hustles. I'm not telling you go out and make t-shirts. No. It's those things that you can do that doesn't require any of your energy, but it requires a little bit of your money. It doesn't require really any of your energy, but it requires a little bit of your money. It's called investing. That's why I push on you guys so hard to invest. And here's the thing about investment, ladies and gentlemen. You have some people who base their investments off realized gains. Very, very volatile, very, very risky. And I would tell you, be very, very careful if you don't offer realized gains. I know some people who are like, hey man, how do I get into day trading? Well, to be an accredited day trader, you need 25 grand. Okay? Now, you can day trade some options, whether it be call or puts. You can 24-hour quote unquote day trade when you're buying a large position and you sell it the next day, but you can't do that too many times on any of those platforms because they won't allow you, because again, you have to have at least 25 grand inside of that. So these are the things that we need to be really cognizant about when it comes to investing. Then there's a lot of us out here investing that you still have a large amount of debt. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna give you guys a pass when it comes to your house. I'm gonna give you guys a pass when it comes to your car, even though I shouldn't with your car. But I'm gonna give you a pass. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a large amount of debt, right? School debt, credit card debt. If you have any of those particular debts like that, that interest rates are high and you're paying constantly each and every month, let me tell you, the amount of money that you're saving, the amount of money that you are investing means absolutely nothing, because you still owe somebody. Because you still owe somebody, right? That is the key. And I realized something. A buddy told me of mine. I said, hey man, why don't you buy cars? He said, because after 3 years, you start needing a lot of maintenance. Usually your 3 year, 36 month, 36,000 miles, not 36 months, but 36,000 miles. It is 36 months, 3 years. 36,000 miles go up, and then you got to come out of pocket. So he just leases vehicles. And I've been giving out that information more so than that I used to, because we understand that cars are essentially a liability, not an asset, unless that car is paid off, right? And the amount of money that you bring in by doing Uber or Lyft or something like that outweighs the cost of the cars and gas. But here's the thing. I talk to people almost every day about money. But when I start getting on this one particular subject, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this real close. When I start talking about that debt, that's when people start to stop talking to me. They oh yeah, but I was talking about these investments though, man. I said, what about your debt though? Oh, that's uncomfortable. Oh, you got 4 credit cards and you got $15,000 in debt. See, that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want to invest. You guys want to build on your emergency fund, which you should. You should always have that. But what about your debt? Right? We want to do all these particular things. How do I get business credit? How do I become, how do I form my LLC? How do I get my EIN number? Well, how much debt you got, right? Why do we want to go into a business venture already with debt? Why do we want to do that, right? Because most of us are going to need some startup cash. And I used to do a lot of videos on how to start a business with $5,000. And then someone actually texts me and say, hey, $5,000, where I'm gonna get that from? I'm like, you can't save up $5,000? Nah, shit, man, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Well, what do you do for a living? You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? And granted, if you got, I know I'm all over the board with this finance thing, but I'm making a point here because it's about discipline. A lot of us are not disciplined in the things that we do. That is why you're not, quote unquote, successful. And successful just means this: you have enough money. That's all it means. You have enough money to do what you want to do when you want to do it. That is what that means. Let's see. Keep it a good work, brother. What's going on, Mitch? Let's see. Notorious. Congrats. I don't know what that is saying. Sorry, guys. I'm driving here. But I realize the reason why I have discipline, I have a notch above most people, because from a very young age, I've been institutionalized, right? I was in a group home. I was in the military. So these things kind of give you this discipline is once you start something, you don't stop until the mission is complete, right? Oh, where there's a lack of resources, guess what the military helps you to do? Find resources, create resources. That whole saying, you can't create something out of nothing. You really can't, but you figure it out. You figure out, well, I got a blade of grass and I need to plant a whole entire farm. How do I do this? You know, I'm just trying to give you some perspective, because I think it's important, because a lot of us lack discipline and we're trying to figure out, hey man, I'm doing everything what people are saying. Well, how consistent are you? How consistent are you? If you say you want to start your own business, if you say you want to take a vacation, these are the things I need to ask, because it really boils down to a lot of your discipline. I tell people this about investment all the time. I say, listen, continue to invest in the stock market no matter if the stock market is going up or going down. What is your investment strategy? What is your investment strategy? Do you mainly want to do options? Do you want to do long-term investing? Do you want to do swing investments? Do you want to do day trading? What is your investment strategy, right? Then I can help you. Then I can assist people. But again, I don't want you to work against your own best interest. Working against your own best interest, meaning that you have all this debt and you're still trying to invest. I don't know how one thing replaces the other. Like, you're making money, but you're losing money. Case in point, you got 3 credit cards, and all those 3 credit cards, you owe $15,000. You have to add up all those different interest rates if they're on 3 different cards. Because if you're just paying the minimum balance, then you're paying anywhere upwards of 15% to 25% on that credit card debt. And then that exponentially compound grows. That's what people don't understand. When we're talking about compound investment, did you know that your credit cards have compound interest? And that's why one day you'll see like you owe $50, the next time you see you owe $65, even though you didn't use that card anymore. Compound interest. So it works both ways. It works for the lender and it works for the borrower. So you have to be very, very careful. See, finance is a living, moving, evolving entity that you first have to understand financial literacy, right? You have to comprehend and understand how things are moving, and then you have to know how to operate within that space to be profitable. But see, people only want to talk about the juicy stuff, right? They want to talk about cryptocurrencies. They want to talk about the tokens, the crypto tokens that are on the Ethereum network, Dogecoin and Shiba. There's more than one aspect to money than investments. I know plenty of people who don't invest, who essentially save tons of their money, that will have more money than you guys will ever have, because you're only thinking about one thing while your debt is working against you. So basically what I want to tell you guys is, be in matter of fact of what you're trying to do with your finances. But the most important thing you have to do You have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined, disciplined, disciplined. Discipline doesn't mean for 2 or 3 days straight. No. Discipline doesn't mean for a week or two straight. Discipline means consistently over time. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Consistency will drive you to the point where you will have exactly what you are working towards. That is what consistency and discipline does. You'll be working towards your goals. You'll be working towards success, and you will reach it. See, a lot of times we get deterred, right? We get off track. We take a wrong turn because maybe we stop being consistent. We stop operating in a routine because we didn't see it working. We understand the algorithm. We understand the problem. We understand the operation, but we like, it's not moving as fast as I want it to move. So we break from it. No, I'm consistently doing the same thing over and over again and getting getting better results. Y'all hear that? I consistently do the same thing, expecting and getting better results. That's positive insanity, right? What I mean by is that I consistently invest and I can see my portfolio. Last month, I made $7,000 off investing. $7,000, not a lot, but $7,000. But how about this? By me sitting in my chair, clicking my mouse, I made more than some of you have made in the past 2 months working at your job, mad at your boss. Just saying. But before I got here, I had to handle my debt. Before I got here, I had to handle my credit score. So there are some things, family, that we need to do to get you where you want to be, not where I want you to be. I don't know what success looks like for you. If you believe that success is driving a Ferrari and having a beach house in Bora Bora, then that's what you see as success. We all have a different picture of we quote unquote made it, or I'm quote unquote successful. We all have this very, very different picture, and it's not all the same. It's not all the same. So we have to look at it very, very different between all of us, right? Me personally, do I believe that I'm successful? Yes, I believe I'm successful. I'm here with my honey. We're taking a drive down to Galveston, Texas. We're going to get on this cruise ship with a couple of friends, and we're going to have a good time. Okay? We're going to have a great time. That's success for me. Taking a vacation is success for me. Being with my baby is success for me. Everybody looks at success very, very differently. And just to kind of go off on a tangent, when you think about your significant other, if you have one, or you're vetting one to be your significant other, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now, doesn't matter if you're male or female, if your significant other does not support you, it won't work. It won't work. Whatever you're trying to do in life, if your significant other does not support you, it will not work. You have to have someone to support you. I didn't say work for you. I said support you, right? There's some things that you may need your significant other to do that you may not be able to do because you're trying to start something, right? You're trying to create something. Maybe you're trying to invent a new product, right? Because every time somebody saying, oh, well, I'm trying to start a business, and I'm looking at all of these business proposals, I'm like, man, please, you're better off just creating a product. Yeah, right? I want you guys to go look up, if you have the time, Black inventors. I want you to look at all the things that our people have made. All the things that our people have invented, like the toilet and the refrigerated truck, and I mean the home security alarm system. Yeah, ice cream. We made all of these things. We have so many Black inventors, and I'm like, we're so built on, right? We're so built on trying to start these companies, but what are these companies actually doing? What is your company actually about? Right? We used to be inventors. We used to actually create things for people that people really wanted. Like when people talk about the real McCoy, did you know that the real McCoy is a black guy who was working on the railroad and made different engine parts and lubricants for the railroad. Did y'all know that? See, those things get me motivated. Like, my people invented this. My people invented that. Why we're not inventing anymore, and we're wondering why we're poor. We're poor because we're not inventing anything. It's like, okay, I'm going to take out white supremacy. I'm going to take out discrimination. I'm going to take out racial bias. Yeah, I'm going to take it out. Because when I look at certain people out here, I'm looking at them and I'm saying, well, I see black people who are successful. Hey, what's the roadmap of success? How did you get all that money? Oh, you bought houses. Oh, you invented this product. Look up Lonnie Johnson. No, is it Lonnie Johnson? Yeah, Lonnie Johnson. He used to be in the Air Force, soaker, multi-millionaire. He made the super soaker. And what a lot of people don't understand, you got to do some deep research. He also made the Nerf gun, but he sold the rights to it. So it seems as though the other company made it. But Lonnie Johnson made the super soaker as well as the Nerf gun. My son has Nerf gun. He still uses Nerf guns. But see, sometimes we have to go back and look what greatness looks like. All the great philosophers and inventors and like Vivian Thomas. Vivian Thomas was in the medical field. He wasn't even a doctor, but he created a procedure to cure the blue baby syndrome. See, I like to go back, not to just revel in history and with our ancestors, but to get a spark, to get motivated. Like, how did you do this during the most racist times? Now, we understand there's a lot of our people, their inventions and their procedures and their products, this, that, and the other, their patents got stolen. But a lot of us still made a way for ourselves in the most racist country known to man. We still did very, very well. What's that lady name I always get wrong? Was it not Sarah Breedlove, because that's his Madam C.J. Walker. Annie Malone. Annie Malone made millions of dollars. She had her own school. She's the one who taught Madam C.J. Walker. Yeah, Annie Malone taught Madam C.J. Walker. See, Annie Malone created products. She's the one. She's the one who built that beauty school that quote unquote Madam C.J. Walker went to, and she was a millionaire before Madam C.J. Walker, aka Sarah Breedlove. So this is about discipline. We're not disciplined. We just think that we should just get all this money and shine and glow and be on fleek and all this, that, and the other. And no. Listen, it's a grind. It's a constant grind. It's a constant grind, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to be disciplined. You can't give up. You can't give up on yourself. That's the first thing. A lot of people give up on themselves before other people give up on them. You give up on yourselves before anybody else gives up on you. Why is that? We have greatness. We come from great. Why are we not great today? Everybody wants to be famous, right? But nobody doesn't mean you're rich. Politics is about, everything's about money. You need to know about money. You need to learn about money. You need to tune in, subscribe to Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. And most importantly, have discipline about it. You guys have a great, wonderful day. Now, see you guys on the ship. I'm out.